Hello everybody, this is AJ with Pikes Peak Harley-Davidson. I'm going to be explaining the differences between stage 1, 2, 3, and 4 for upgrading power on your Harley-Davidson. You can probably find all this information on Google, but no one likes to read anymore. What am I doing next? So we have stage 1 here. It involves an upgraded air filter for more airflow, upgraded exhaust for, again, more airflow and a little bit better flow characteristics. And then you have your tuner. This is a Screaming Eagle tuner. It's an EPA compliant tuner. This is so that we can correct your air-fuel ratios and make sure the motorcycle doesn't have pre-ignition, which is spark before the fuel is in the combustion chamber. So the reason this is important is because your engine is a giant air pump. The more air you can funnel in and the more air that you can push out with the correct amount of fuel, which is the point of the tuner, you'll make more power. Now that we've talked about stage 1, we're going to jump into stage 2. Now stage 2 is basically everything from stage 1, high flow air filter, exhaust, tuner, plus a camshaft, or as old hot rodders called them, bump sticks. These are twin cams. We still love twin cams, but that's not all that goes into it. Every time you replace your camshaft, I'm going to recommend we do adjustable push rods. This keeps us from having to remove the rocker boxes, which saves you money. I always recommend updating the heart pump of your engine. This is your cam plate, and then your oil pump. That is a necessary upgrade for anything that you're looking to gain power out of, because that is cheap life insurance. Don't skip that part. Also want to upgrade your lifters. The reason this is important is because this camshaft right here, in this case there's 2, Milwaukee 8s there's 1. These camshafts, they control your valves opening and closing and when they do it. So every single camshaft is not built the same. This particular camshaft only works with high compression. It's a Woods 777. You go with something else, you can put it in a stock displacement, stock configuration stage 1 motorcycle and get yourself some decent power out of it. Now we're going to talk about stage 3. Stage 3 involves, again, everything before, plus pistons and cylinders. There's a lot of kits available just to make your stock displacement a higher compression by just adding pistons. There's also kits that involve big bore cylinders and pistons. Anytime that you increase your bore size and add compression, that will make more power because more air is available to be pumped through the engine. So stage 3, let's say you're running a twin cam 103. The stage 3 you can go all the way up to a 110. On your Milwaukee 8s, 107s you can get up to, I think it's a 128 nowadays. 117s, 114s, you can get up to 135, or if you really want to get crazy, call me, we can set something up. A very big misconception is that anytime you go past stage 2, you start experiencing excess heat and not as good reliability. That isn't really the case. It all depends on how it's built, what components are used, and the biggest thing is your cylinder wall thickness. That will be what keeps the heat off your legs. So we talked about stage 1 through 3. Now we're going to talk about stage 4, which is pretty much as big as you can go. Stage 4 is everything before, plus your throttle body, a new set of injectors, and CNC ported cylinder heads. These are Screaming Eagle heads. Advantages of these: bigger valves, tougher valve springs, so you can run a bigger cam, again, opening the valves sooner, closing them later, basically netting more airflow. So with a large displacement engine such as a 135 or a 143 or something like that, you need to not be held back by a small throttle body. This in particular is a 64 millimeter. Stock is a 55. Unless you got a 24 and up, then it's a 58. This is what feeds the air through the heads, lets the camshaft do its work, and lets that pipe actually sing while you're on the highway. Again, with stage 4s, just like stage 3, if you build it correctly, you tune it correctly, you're using the proper components, these guys, and you're using good quality components, you can ride this thing cross country and not have a problem. As with everything, heat is the killer of all machines, and as long as you can keep that temperature down by increasing oil flow, airflow, and not blocking off the engine, you'll be able to ride 1,000 miles in a day, no problem. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you learn something, or maybe help you figure out what level of power you're looking to achieve. If you have any questions, please call the shop. This is Horchata with Pikes Peak Harley-Davidson. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Why please? Not please, I'm not begging you. Get out of here. I mean, that will be... Please! Okay, good. Don't ever stick me in front of a live one. Can I have some more bread and water?
You can't read a teleprompter.
No, it's way too fast. There's something mentally wrong with me.